Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another video, and today it's episode 1 of Finns Strictly Review 2020. The lineup, yes, yeah. And today, last week the official confirmed lineup for Strictly Come Dancing 2020 was revealed. This year, 12 new celebrities. Technically 11 new celebrities and 1 old celebrity, but I'll get to that in a minute, signed the dotted line and are going to compete in this year's Strictly. It's a shorter lineup this year because it's a shorter series. There's about only 9 or 10 weeks this year, so we only got 12 celebrities, which is okay. At least we get time to know them a bit more, got time to talk about each one now, and yeah. So let's waste no more time and let's see who are the 12 celebrities this year. So let's waste no more time and introduce them. So the first one is star of stage and screen, Caroline Quentin. She's been an actress, best known for being in Men Behaving Badly, Jonathan Creek. I personally remember her from the series Life of Riley. I remember watching growing up. Remember her on that. So yes, she's quite a well-known actress. I was happy she was the first one announced. I have to say, I think that was a good one to announce first. She's 60 years old, so she is the eldest celebrity taking part this year. So good for her for taking part. And she has some dance experience. She was ballet training, but those were 50 years ago. I think Caroline is just happy to take part this year. I don't know if she's going to be enough to win. I think she's just happy to get out of the house. But no, she is happy to take part. I think, probably Strictly was probably a dream to do, and yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm happy. I just hope she has a good experience in Strictly. Next, we have got former NFL player and broadcaster Jason Bell. Out of all these celebrities, this is the one I don't know really, mainly because I'm just not into American football and I don't know how many Brits are. I don't know how much big a fan base he will have. But anyway, that being said, he is an American footballer, he's now into presenting. He was also the ex of Girls Aloud singer Nadine Coyle. Sadly they broke up. I don't think he did anything nasty to her, I hope. But they just broke out because the relationship didn't work, which is quite sad because they were actually in a relationship a long time. But nevertheless, I think he could be quite good. He might be the celebrity that hardly anybody recognises, but people grow into knowing him, and he's used to be an athlete, so he's used to training. I think he could be a dark horse on the dance floor. No one sees coming, but ends up being quite good. And he wants to impress his 6-year-old daughter, which is lovely. So, anyway, next up is pop star Max George, best known for being in the boy band The Wanted. Remember them? I remember them growing up. I used to listen to all their hits. Yeah, I'm old. But after breaking up with The Wanted in 2014, I believe, Max hasn't really done that much, I don't think. I think he's releasing some songs. He's released an album, I think, but he hasn't done that much. So maybe after Strictly his profile will be a bit higher, he'll do a bit more after Strictly, which I hope he will do. And you can't forget Jay, follow star of Wanted, also won the show in 2015. So, maybe I've been quite optimistic about Max. But you've got to remember what happened to Lee Ryan in 2018. We all thought, he could win. And then, because Simon Webb from Blue made it to the final a few years ago. And then Lee got knocked out second out. But I don't think that's the case. I think Max will be more quite likeable than maybe Lee was, and maybe will connect to the audience more, I hope. And hopefully he'll have a good partner and have some good routines. Next up is newsreader and presenter Ranveer Singh. Now I know Ranveer because I watch Good Morning Britain, and I've seen her throughout in the days of Daybreak really. So I've been seeing her about 8 years now. So not personally, I've never met the woman in my life, but but no, I've seen her. I've watched her for quite some years now. So I'm looking forward to seeing her on the dance floor. You know, there is a curse of newsreaders, I feel. Like, remember Charlotte Hawkins doing it, another Good Morning Britain presenter, you know, was the third knocked out. Naga, also a newsreader, third knocked out. So she could, Ranveer could be third knocked out again if there is some sort of curse. But Kate Silverton was a newsreader, and she didn't do too badly, I thought. She made it to Blackpool. Oh, Blackpool. Anyway, so yeah, there is, yeah, I hope Ranveer gets a good partner. I think, it only takes one bad, I remember Charlotte, it only takes one bad cha-cha and then you're out. But you know what? Ranveer will not be partnered up with Brendan Cole. She will be partnered up with hopefully a good partner that will teach her well. And I hope she gets the best of it. I don't know if I see a winner in her yet. I don't know how much dance experience she has. But she could grow. I hope she could be third knocked out, like Charlotte and Naga. But, you know, let's hope she makes the most of the Strictly appearance. So I am looking forward to seeing her. Next up is Radio 1 DJ Clara Ampho. I'm really looking forward to see Clara. I think there's, like newsreaders, there's a little bit cursed if you're just known as a radio DJ. I remember Dev last year, you know, he had so much potential, but he was shockingly knocked out third out last year, which was so unfair. But the problem I think with Dev was last year is just he just didn't have a fan base. I think the same with Vic the year before. Scott Mills, well, he just wasn't a good dancer, really. But I think with Clara, I hope, I think she's has a bigger profile than done more than I think maybe Dev or Vic has done. Clara, I think she's done more presenting, you know, I think she hosted the Teen Awards and was the backstage presenter on the Brit Awards. She's presented Top of Pop's Christmas special, and also she's the narrator on Coach Trip, so she has done more than just a Radio 1 DJ, and I think she also has quite a bubbly personality. I think seems quite fun. I'm looking forward to see all of her routines, and hopefully she'll be partnered up with a bubbly personality as well. I'm looking forward to her. She seems like a lot of fun. I remember last year when she did the terms and conditions for last year's show, and I said, I watched down saying, oh, I bet she'll be in the lineup next year, and she is. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing her. Next, this is a subject we need to talk about. It's boxing double gold medalist Nicola Adams will become, obviously she has won gold medals at the Olympic, London 2012 and Rio 2016 games, but obviously she has had a lot of hype last week, will become the first ever, be partnered up in the first ever same-sex couple on Strictly. She'll be partnered up with another woman, which is a first for Strictly. This is the first time ever in UK history that we'll have a same-sex female partnership with Dancing Iris. It's the first ever same-sex coupling with two men. This is the first same-sex coupling for females, which is really important. So what do I think? Well, I think it's wonderful. I don't see the problem. Why can't anyone dance with anyone? It's 2020. I think it is wonderful. I think it's a good idea. You know. Finally, it's happened, and I'm really happy. You know, it's finally come to this moment, and I'm happy for her that she gets to dance with another woman, and hopefully, you know, we can break the taboo of like talking about this stuff. I'm really happy about this because I don't see a problem here, and I don't know why. I mean, remember Johannes and Graziano dancing together in this really lovely group routine, and they got hundreds of complaints which blows my mind. That just blows my mind, really. People would complain about that, but yeah, if she wants to dance with another woman, what's the problem? You know, you know, it's not offensive. It's just she wants to dance with another woman. Fair enough. It's only gender at the end of the day, you know. Yeah, I don't see a problem. I don't know why people should have a problem. Well, if she wants to dance with a woman, fine. And I think she's going to be really good. I think because she's used to be an athlete, she's going to be quite good on the dance floor. I've got really good feelings that she can go far. And I think she's going to grow like a fan base on this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her. Next up is comedian and actor Bill Bailey. Bill, yes, he's quite well known. A lot of people know him. I think he's another one that's just happy to be there. I think he's not thinking, I really want to win the trophy. He's just thinking, I just want to make the most of this Strictly experience. It seems like he's going to bring the entertainment to the dance floor. Oh man, I've got a feeling that he's going to do a sample in week 1. Susanna Constantine. Oh, he's going to bring the fun to the show. He's not going to win it. He's just going to be there for a laugh, really, isn't he? He's just going to make the most of his Strictly experience, and I think good on him. But yeah, you know, not a winner, but happy to be there. Next is TV presenter and Invictus champion JJ Chalmers. Now, JJ was a former Royal Marine back in the day, and then something horrible went. I can't remember the actual story, but there was an incident in 2011, and now he's only got his hand's only got 3 fingers on it. I don't know can't remember the actual story, unfortunately, but there is a really good story about him, so go and check that out. But since then, he's taken part in the Invictus game. He's now won a gold medalist. He's now become a presenter. I remember watching the 2018 Invictus game, and I remember him presenting the show, and I said, I think Strictly would sign him up, I really do. And he ended up, well, I really thought he would do 2019, and then 2020 comes and he's on it. No Paralympians this year. He's, I guess the Paralympians are all training up for the next year's Paralympics. So, but no, I'm really happy to see JJ take part. I think he's a very important celebrity this year. What his story and where he's come from and where he's got to now in his life. I think he's good. I think he's going to be good. I think people would root for him. I feel. Yeah. Obviously, I think he's admitted that there will be things that he'll have to work on, like posture and you know, how to but hopefully he'll work through that, and hopefully he'll get a good partner. And you'll see he's Scottish, so Scotland's got like 6 million people population, so I think he might have a bit of a fan base, really. Okay, that's the end of part 1 for now, but join me for part 2 of this Strictly review of the lineup, where I'll talk about more celebrities and who I think will win.